Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Face to Face. My guest today is perhaps one of the most consistent performers of the national team over the past decade. He has served his country playing in several AFCON finals, winning an under-20 World Cup. In fact, he scored the winning goal in what has become one of the most historic moments in world football. He's played his club career in Italy and Turkey, a bit of time in Spain as well, and perhaps also played for your favorite local club, Akoto. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. Emmanuel Agyemang Badu is my guest on Face to Face today. Welcome back to Face to Face. Agyemang, welcome to Face to Face.
Thank you. Good to see you, bro.
It's good to see you as well.
It's been a while.
Yes, I know it's been a while. Every time we meet, I'm behind the media line and you are passing.
I'm a passing by.
But it's good you're sitting in front of me today. And I'm sure you are happy to be back home after what has been a very difficult year, perhaps the most difficult year in your career so far.
Yeah, you are right. I think it's one of the difficult years in my career. I had an injury at the preseason. Fortunately, I was out for getting to 7 months, but gradually I was cool, relaxed, did my therapy, took my gym very well, and I was back to help the team to get a respectable position, and good to be back to see the family and my friends.
And you've come at a time when Ghana is preparing for another AFCON, and you've been part of several AFCON preparations. You've been part of the national team. You are not part of the team. You must be sitting back and saying, how does it feel? Is it a different feeling? I'm sure you'd have preferred to be in Dubai today.
Obviously, yes. Every player wants to be in the AFCON, but you know, when the injury comes like this, or when the coach decides, you just need to respect the coach's decision. And I wasn't disappointed that I didn't go to the AFCON. I was a bit disappointed that I had a very terrible injury which took me out a lot of months out of the field. But thank God I'm back. Just come home to just relax, support my colleagues so that we can break the record.
Yeah, we will get into that a bit, but let's talk about a bit of where you started. You're a Brekum boy.
No, I'm from Sekwa at the time.
You're from Sekwa in time.
But I left there early to come and stay in Brekum. So most of the people know I'm from Brekum.
Yeah, and you did Berlin FC?
Yes, I played for Berlin FC and Brekum Arsenals. Then I moved to the Red Devils.
There's something I find fascinating, Agyemang. You've made your career as a defensive midfielder. The first time I saw you, you were playing as a striker.
I remember when we were preparing for the first edition of the CHAN. It was Claude Leroy. We were in camp. At that time, I think the recent coach of the Blaster was the assistant coach at that time. So Claude saw me and he said, this guy can be an attacking midfielder because of I have a punch, I can shoot very well, and I think Mr. Pierre came to me and said, the man wanted to convert you to attacking midfielder. I said, well, I can play there as well because as a footballer, you need to be utility, and it was great for me at that time. They tried me in such friendly games and it worked out. So from there, I've been playing the box-to-box number 8 and attacking midfielder till now.
Okay. Was it easy for you to make that kind of adaptation though?
I think it was a bit easy because when we were playing the under-20s, I allowed Rabiu Mohammed to sit back, then I join attack a bit. I don't go like how I used to go in the Blasters. But Claude told me to go forward. Anytime there is cross coming or anytime I get the ball, because we are defending with 4 players, with one defensive midfield, which is Rabiu or local Blaster was Edmo Uswansa. So obviously I was having a space to go forward, and I think I get used to it, and it really helped me in my career.
You are one of those few local players who was very, very popular, even when he was here. So much so and you were so good, the kind of push for you to join the national team we haven't had in a very, very long time. Brekum Arsenal, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. You spent 1 season at Kotoko.
No, I signed for 6 months, but unfortunately I played for only 2 games. Because of I was playing for the under-20, the local Blasters, the senior Blasters.
You were everywhere?
I was everywhere at that time. And you know, it all started when I was at Brekum Arsenal, when we were having the top 4 at that time. You know, I used to score all these big clubs. Heart of Lions at that time, they were top club. Asante Kotoko, Ashgold, House of Folk. That's why I got a chance to play for the under-20 team. And from there, you know, things changed just in a second. And
did you wish you could have played longer for Kotoko?
Yes, that is the only disappointment I still talk about. Because with such a club and how they welcome me into Kumasi, I wanted to play for long, but this is the job we have chosen. So when the opportunity comes, you need to just grab it. But I'm still in the team, so we will see.
That is giving hope to, a few Kotoko fans out there, but perhaps not now.
Yeah.
And you joined the under-20 team under Celastete.
Yeah.
That was a unique under-20 team. Tell us how the spirit was like with all the guys that you had at that time.
You see, I remember we were at Jeffkins Hotel around Adenta area. That is where we used to camp. And a lot of police were coming. At that time, we were very young. The likes of David Ade, Philip Boafo, played for House of Folk. We're having a very good quality. But you know, for a team to be strong, you need to be united. And we started united ourselves from that level when we were in camp, do things together, agree with ourselves. If you want this, you all go with one family. If you want to do this, we go with one family. Training grounds, we do everything together. So we started building the family relationship. And it really worked very well after Andre Ayew came in and a lot of professionals came in, and it worked really well for us. So I think how you build things, that is how we came out victorious.
So when you started playing competitive matches for that under-20 season where you went to the African Championships, did you feel that this was the start of something special, or you were like, well, let's take every match as it comes? But you guys just had the feeling that, look, this is our team, nobody can beat us.
When we started the qualifiers, after our first game, second game, then I think David Ade told me, this team is up there, and we just need to keep it. We don't need to just drop down. Don't be swollen-headed. We need to keep pushing. And the late vice president of the Ghana Football Association, may he so rest in perfect peace, he really helped us. He was always with the team, always with Celastete, always with all the guys. He tried to build a family, and I think it really helped us. So after our second game, I knew this team would be unbeatable.
And you won that tournament, went to the World Cup, which was staged in Egypt. Yeah. And in case you've forgotten, this is the 10th anniversary since you won that particular trophy, but we'll get to that as well. Yeah. When you got to Egypt, you looked around the other teams. Did you feel, well, no other African team has won this competition, but we can do it? Was that a feeling you guys had?
You know, the feeling started when we played the Boafo tournament in Nigeria. Yeah, I wasn't with the team at that time. And the team won. When we won, when they came, I knew the team will be very solid, because the inclusion with like the Andre Ayew, Daniel Opare, Samuel Nkum, and myself, I think the team will go far. So we went to the Africa with the same team. We add up a bit of quality to it, and we won the Africa. When we came back, I knew once the World Cup is in Africa, you will take it. And wonderfully, we went there and did our job, and with the help of Ghanaians, with the praise we get, with the support and everything, we won it. It wasn't an easy tournament, though.
Yeah, there were a lot of difficult games. I remember the game against Hungary.
You are right. Yeah, it was a very difficult game. And one against Korea, we won 3-2. After that game, Andre came to my room and said, Agyemang, we are going home with the cup. With this difficult game we passed through. You know, when you go to tournament, there are certain games when you are able to win 100%, you can sit down and boast yourself that, okay, we are going to find us, or we can win this cup. So I wasn't surprised when the team won the World Cup. I knew we had the quality to win it.
That final against Brazil, red card in the game. Did that dampen your spirits? Did you at any point feel, okay, against mighty Brazil, we are down a man? How do we still win? What was the thought process for the team?
Let me review one secret today. Well, I was in the room around like 12 a.m., 1. Then someone was knocking the door, and it was Andre. He's one guy I know a lot because we started from the infantry. Then I said, bro, why are you not sleeping at this time? He said, bro, I can't sleep. I said, bro, don't worry. Once we have passed through the difficulties and reach here, you go back with the cap. Don't worry, you lift the cap up. And he said, thank you, brother. He went inside. In the morning, we meet each other, we're in the camp, going here, relaxing, just having chat and stuff, because the game was in the night. So it was a lot of thinking. That's why at times I hate night games. You go and have your lunch, you come back in the room, lie on your bed, a lot is going through your mind, and you need just to off your phone a bit, because a lot of calls will be coming from home. People are WhatsApping you, how is things going, your family is like this. You just need to focus. And it was finals, so we wanted to do everything for the country and bring the cup home. So it came to the D-Day, and it was Almighty Brazil. Everybody knows they were having the Texeres and that quality players, Douglas Costa himself. Rafa was the goalkeeper. He was 3 years ago at Napoli. I met him. Yeah, he was laughing at me. So, 27 minutes, like how he said, it's red card. We keep going, and it went to penalty kicks. And with the help of God, I think we made it possible.
Did you know you were going to take the last kick?
No.
You did not know?
No, I wasn't in the first 5. Bobo told me not to go closer. Because mine was shooting. So he told me, when it comes to penalty kicks, please stay away. Unless, one secret was, Bright Ade was the best kicker in the team. Yes, he was the best. But when it comes to penalty kicks, at any given time, anything can happen. The difficult thing in football is when they leave you alone with the goalkeeper, like a penalty kick. It's very difficult thing to go for. But when he came, I asked David Ade, he said no. I asked Kwadwo Asamoah, he said no. I said, my brothers, you are even playing. At that time, David was playing in Randers in Denmark. Opoku was in Qatar. I said, brother, if you spoil it, you can pass Egypt to Qatar in just 2 hours. Me, I need to fly to Accra, pick a car to Kumasi. At that time, brother, either I will be dead or my family, something will happen. They said, no, Ghana penalty. I said, no. I think things happen for a reason. And this is the time for me maybe to make a name, to make my family proud, to make my country proud, and to make Africa proud. And thankfully, I went and got it so easy.
I still can recall you walking very slowly, and the commentator saying, is it Badu? Is it going to be Ghana? Ghana. You wouldn't have heard that because you were on the pitch. How do you shut out all that noise? Because you had thousands of Egyptians in the stadium that day, all supporting Ghana. Yourself versus Raphael in goal for Brazil. If you score, we win. You don't score, we are back at it. How do you focus and shut out all that noise at that age?
When I was going, I played for the Blasters a bit before going. And one of the privileged players to meet players like Michael Essien, the Sule Montari, John Pencil, John Mensah, Stephen Appiah himself, such quality players, So from the under-20 the Blasters itself, when I came back, I was having a lot of confidence because I have met a lot of potentials. And going for such penalties, I didn't panic a lot, but a lot was going through my mind. Because when I asked the professionals to go for it and what they told me, I panicked a bit. But I gathered the courage that, I have played with these potential players. I have met this type of players. Why should I be afraid of anything? This is the time to make the name for the nation and for myself. Let me go for it. I went and stopped a bit, and I saw the goalkeeper moved. I said, thank God. No shot, I just need to place the ball and just win the cup for Mother Ghana. And that is what's happened. So playing with that type of players, I think it could make me gathered courage and go for the ball.
Did you, when you won that trophy, what was your first feeling?
My brother was in the stands, so I wanted to go to where he was. But after scoring that goal, I didn't know where he was. So you could see me just running. I don't know. I wanted to go on the left. I don't know if it was on the VIP stance, and it was a bit of emotional. But hey, this is the joy I have brought for Mother Ghana. So.
And did you feel it was the start of something special for you as an individual in your playing career? What that meant to be the goal scorer of such an important goal, a feat that till date has not been replicated by any other African team?
Yeah, after the tournament, I thank God for injury-free for all the footballers, my colleagues, and those who traveled and come and watch the game and come back. And I knew it was an opening, like, I don't know how to put it, like,
it was a chance.
It was a chance for me for my career to just take another step. And after we left back home, we see the welcome we got, and the agent started calling me every blessed day, and I knew the chance is clear, and now it's time for me to move from Ghana.
And you went to Udinese, but my interest though was in your links with the national team, because you got another call. Yeah. Agyemang, let's go to AFCON.
Yeah. After
in Angola.
After the tournament straight away, I think the tournament was 16th October. Mm-hmm. So after the tournament, I went to Italy and signed my contract. So I came back. That was in January, the AFCON. I came back and I had a call up for the AFCON. I think most of my colleagues, like 6 or 7, were promoted to the Blasters, and that was our first AFCON in Angola 2010. We worked very hard. We wanted to surprise everybody in Ghana, but unfortunately, we lost our finals to Egypt.
But in that first game, I remember against Cote d'Ivoire, yourself versus Didier Zokora.
Yeah. Oh, you remember this? Eh?
Yes, I remember things.
Yeah,
I watched that game.
Yeah.
And he was very upset that such a young player was giving him such a difficult time. What mindset did you approach that game? Because we had a very young team, and they had world-class stars. And here you were chasing him all over the park.
I think in the dressing room, Richard Kingston, now the goalkeeper trainer of the national team, he told us, he said, yes, we know you are from the under 20. Yes, now people are afraid of you because of what you have done for Africa and for yourself and for the nation. Yes, we are going to play against such quality team with names, but they are like us. There's no difference. And you will see it on the pitch. Let's go, guys, and do what we can do for the nation. You see, when you have experienced goalkeeper like this, who have done a lot for the nation, play in England, everywhere, you know, you gather a courage. And like how I said, I used to play with Asian. Asian used to play with Drogba. That means playing with Drogba, there's no difference. The difference is that maybe he scored a lot of goals and he's from Ivory Coast. So such things really help. Andre was playing in Marseille, Nkun was playing in Switzerland, Champions League. Kwadwo Asamoah was there, Asamoah Jan was there. So they really help we who came in and started very well. So in football, you can respect him outside the pitch, but on the field, you need to do your work. After the 90 minutes, he's your senior.
Did you think you could have won that AFCON? You lost the final to Egypt.
And that was our best game.
Yeah.
You remember we were having the one-goal project?
Yes, at that time.
Yeah, and
Ghana should have won that game in regulation time.
Yeah.
So many chances.
Yeah, so many chances. You know, in football, at times you need luck. You can play bad and win. Where matters most, you play good and lose. And I think at the finals, I wanted us to play bad and win. But unfortunately, we were the better side of the day, but we lost. But since then, we've been trying 4 consecutive semi-finals and 2 finals. We've been trying, but it hasn't worked out. I hope this year will work out.
You talk a bit about luck, but from a footballer's perspective, how important is that? There are those who will hear a footballer talk about luck and say, well, you are not serious. Go and play the game, you are saying luck. But does it really matter?
Yeah, it really matters. Even in not only in football, in everybody's work, you need luck. It's very important. When you go out, you need to pray for luck, and it's very important in our game as well. Because like how I said, at times you play so bad, But you win the game, and after the game, you will not even understand yourself. Like the example I made against Egypt. We were the better side of the day, created all the chances, but they got one chance and they put it in the net and we are done. Look at the penalties we lost to Ivory Coast. If you can recall me in any AFCON that a country is leading somebody 2 penalties and lost the cup, I don't think it have happened in Africa before. But we were leading and we lost. We lost to Ivory Coast 2015 in the AFCON. So in football, you need a bit of luck.
2010 was very busy for you, but you missed out on the bigger party through injury, the World Cup. Yeah. That must have been a hard feeling for you.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Especially for a World Cup that was in Africa.
Yeah, it was. I remember our last game was against Cagliari. Then I went to the coach and I told him, please, just rest me in this game so that maybe, in the game anything can happen. And I wanted to be in the World Cup. He said, okay, but I don't know if something happens in the game. You need to go in. I said, okay. So I was in the bench and I came in just like the first 10 minutes I got injured. Yeah, it was really bad. Then after the medical team told me I would be out for a month. So they contacted the medical team in Ghana and the coach said he needed me in camp for them also to see how the injury situation is. So I joined the team in France. I had a lot of therapy and I did a checks, and the coach wanted to go with me because calculating the time, he said the first game I may miss it, but second game I could be fit, then the third game. But I sat down and I said, this is my career. It's now I'm starting. I don't want to go rest myself because this is a World Cup stage. I need to be 120% fit to be there, to focus. So I will go back home, do rehab, and be strong and come back strongly. So I went to the coach, I spoke to him, I said, I know you need me. I was on top of my peak at that time. I know you need me.